Hey guys, what up? It's Goose TV here again today, and today I'm back with another Madden Mobile video on my channel. Now today's video, guys, we're talking about what I want to see in Madden Mobile 21. This is my very first wish list video. Now you guys have a job as well. In the comments below, comment below what you want to see in the game for Madden Mobile 21. Give me your ideas for your Madden Mobile 21 wish list. Now I usually do these kind of videos later on in the season, but I thought I'd do something like this today, and then we'll do a couple more before the season resets. At least one a month, maybe we'll do 2 a month or something like that, as you know, once we get closer to the Madden Mobile 21 game. So let me know in the comments things you want to see, and maybe it'll make it in next video for the wish list thing. Now the video idea came from Cartman Productions. I posted in my community tab asking what you guys want to see for a video today, and that's what he said, and I thought that'd be a really good idea. So thank you to you, and guys, you guys can really help me drive my content to what you guys want to see. You know, I ask for stuff like that on my community tab sometimes, and if you guys respond and I have a good idea from it, then I will give you a shout out, and it really just helps me because I really didn't have any ideas to upload this weekend. So if you have any other video ideas that you want me to upload tomorrow or coming up in the next few days or whenever, let me know in the comments below right now or my community tab, whatever is easier for you, but let me know. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn my post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. Today's post notification shout out goes out to Storm Clouds. The first person to comment on a video for the next video's post notification shout out. There's a stat on YouTube that says about 80% of you guys that are watching my channel are not subscribed, so that you make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my content. So we do have the all-decade defense promo out right now, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about Madden Mobile wish list for Madden Mobile 21. I did make a video kind of talking about how the reset works if you are new to Madden Mobile this year. I mean, you've never been through a new season like reset before, so please check that out if you're confused by this or anything. But it's a really cool, it'll help you out if you're new to the game. So the game does reset every year though, so we will be transitioning to Madden Mobile 21 in, I would say, 2.5 to 3 months, depending on when they really release it. Totally depends on when they release the game, obviously. So, there are some things that we all want to see and that I want to see in the game to make Madden Mobile 21 successful. So, let's talk about those few things. So, first of all, everyone's been talking about it. Everyone's been asking for it. We need power to be gone, or at least this is also my opinion. Some of you guys may have a different, thought process or whatever. But for me, power does not make sense. First of all, it adds a complexity that does not need to be in the game at all. Just the idea of power just doesn't make too much sense. Getting a huge overall boost for being able to spend a lot more money on power, like I said, for me, it does not make much sense at all, and it's just, like I said, an added complexity to the game. For me, the game is fun when it's not as complex. The old games that were super simple and literally were just 99 overall, and we had a few stat boosts. For me, that's great. Schemes maybe can stay in the game. I think they should stay in the game. Maybe they shouldn't be attributed to players. Slay made a video on that, and I kind of talked with him in the comments about that. But for me, maybe with the schemes, you can just have it on your coach. Like whatever coach you have is whatever scheme you use. It doesn't necessarily mean your players. But yeah, I think a lot of people have voiced their concern over power to EA on the forums and everything, so I think they'd be kind of silly to be able to put that in the game next year. But for me, power is something that really needs to go, and it really just adds an extra thing. And another thing, like each card has, if we look at 80 overall, or let's just look at the base Drew Brees. I think he's 80 overall. We just want 80, or maybe he's an 81. Maybe he's an 81. 81. So you can see there is a 60 power, 50 power, a 40 power. There's a 30 power. And there is a 70 power, I think, somewhere. If someone pulled it. There's a 10. Because they've upgraded the power stuff so much, even from the start, there was 10, 20, 30, and 40 power of each card. It doesn't make any sense to have a bunch of random duplicates. Like, these are not the same cards. Just, for me, power just adds an extra thing that does not need to be in the game. So, for me, power is something that needs to not be in the game next year. Another big thing that we're going to talk about is overall progression. I think everybody's on the same page with this as well. So, you guys know that the game still is going to be out for a few weeks. For a lot of weeks, actually, a couple months still. And we still have bunch more promos and cards coming out. So, another thing with power is it really diminished. Like, people don't really, people care about power, but the teams that have the most power are going to be the Madden Max card power. Madden Max cards. It's not the ones that have the 98 overalls that have 130 power rather than a 99 with 100 power. You know what I mean? So people really do not care too much about this. So, and then they also needed to slow the progression down. We shouldn't be reaching 105 overalls in May. 105 overall just doesn't make sense in general. I think it should just be like an old, you know, the old games where the max cap was 99. Maybe even 100 would be allowed. Maybe we can even have like one Onyx 100. But, you know, for me, going over 100 or even 99 doesn't make too much sense. But doing that in May when we still had, or even, it was April, not May. It was around Easter when we still had some of the biggest promos of the year. So, or even it was like the beginning of April, end of March kind of thing. So you guys get the point. It's just Madden Max came too early. If it was gonna come, I would say it would have to come in the last 2 or 1 month of the game. For sure, it should not be any more than that. And for me, that progression just should have slowed down. Like, we should be probably maybe reaching 100 overalls at this point. We got 100 overalls for a couple promos, and then we're able to get 105 somehow or whatever. But progression needs to slow down, do a better job. I think at the beginning of the year they did a really good job of that. They kind of slowed it down or whatever. It was, I don't know what overall. I think around Ultimate Freeze we were finally reaching 94 overalls, which is a good pace. But then they, kind of ramped it up way too fast. We skipped over a few overalls, like really, really fast. That didn't need to be, be gone over super fast. So for me, that's something that they really should work on next year. And I think it's easy to do, but I mean, I don't know. It's just the way they did it this year just doesn't make too much sense to me. Now, this is, I might talk about some other points, but this is, probably the biggest thing for me is we need a working auction house. So, if you guys didn't know, the way the auction house works is that the auction house is run by basically an auction house bot. There are price floors and price caps. I have plenty of videos on these if you want to check those out, but basically, if your buy now price on your card is lower than the price cap, or the price floor for that, then it will not show up on an auction house. There are multiple auction houses. There's no guarantee that your card will show up on your auction house. It'll go to a random auction house. So for golds, silvers, elites, the price floors are more expensive than the cards are worth, which means cards aren't going to sell. There's no reason. When it goes to other auction houses, your card sells because someone bought it on another auction house. But when these cards are forced to go for a price that they don't go for, then they don't sell. Diamonds do not have a price floor, hence why they're so cheap. A 90 overall diamond is $35K, when the price floor for 89, which is a level below it, a whole overall below it, the price cap is 140, I think, or even higher. It might even be higher. See, a bunch of diamonds. 94s are more expensive, or much cheaper than 89s are because of the stupid price caps. As you can see, maybe 135, maybe a little bit cheaper than that. They cannot sell for under that. And obviously, nobody needs these 89s because the diamonds are so much cheaper. So people are not going to buy them. And EA is not updating these right now. And I don't know why. It's a big issue right now. Like a really, really big issue. And this is something that needs to be fixed for next game. Maybe at the start of the year it worked because stuff actually had value. But I know there's really no way to be able to make it so we have a player-run auction house again because coin selling and all that. It's really not a good situation. But the way they did it this year is just not good, and the fact that they are not moving the price caps. I opened pro packs and barely anything sells. The pro packs are a whole different video. We'll talk about that again. I got nothing out of pro packs yesterday, as you guys saw with Pro Pack Squad, and I opened the stuff on my stream as well. But auction house working, but another thing having to do with that is giving things value. Here's what I want to see in Madden Mobile 21. I want to see trophies. Trophies should be back in Madden Mobile 21, should be back in Madden Mobile in general. If you guys remember in Madden Mobile 16, Madden Mobile 17, there were trophies. Bronze, silver, gold, and elite trophies. And what these trophies did was you would need them for some different promos and things, but you could get them by opening trophy packs by trading in players. For me, that gives players value. If these trophies are needed for promos or needed for specific sets, you can either buy them on the auction house or you could trade stuff in. And sometimes it was a good coin making method. You could snipe the gold players and trade those in, and maybe you can get lucky out of trophy packs. Trophy packs, giving things value is what allows the auction house to run without stuff completely crashing. None of the gold players, really none of the elite players have any value. If we have, a promo where you need to trade in 10 80 plus elite players to get a collectible or to get a random player, random collectible, or something like that you need for the promo, then it's gonna bring them value, and maybe they'll be a little bit more expensive, and people will want to buy them and actually buy them because they actually are worth something. Trophies for a while, even though it was a player-run auction house and stuff could go for anything, trophies still gave cards value, and that really is, with price floors, that's what we need in the game. We need cards to have value, because right now obviously they have zero value, no reason to sell, so they're not going to sell. And a game where a very big function of the game is being able to work the auction house and sell players, when that's not working, for me, that's an issue that needs to be fixed, that needs to be addressed. If, like I said, it's not only people that play the gameplay in this game. For me, I barely play the gameplay. I'm a full build your team, open packs, make coins, work the auction house type of guy. And when the auction house is not working like it's supposed to, when I'm opening a million coins of pro packs and barely anything sells, something needs to change. And yeah, that's just my opinion. I think the auction house really needs to be focused on working and actually having cards sell. I remember in Madden Mobile 16 and 17, if you placed a card on the auction house for cheaper, for the most part, especially for silvers and golds and lower overall elites, but once is even some higher overall elites, when we didn't even have diamonds in the game. Elites used to go up to 99 overall. For me, you would post a card up for literally a little bit cheaper, especially golds and silvers, cheaper than it went for, and every single card would sell. If golds were going for 500k, you could see that, at 2 hours they're being bought on my auction house, and you could post them for that price, and every single card would sell. I really miss that kind of stuff, because literally it's so frustrating always having a full bench, not being able to just dump all my cards on the auction house, and having most of them not even sell. So that's my little rant, that's my little wish list video. I know it doesn't have a lot of different points, but give me some more points for next video, which will probably be next month sometime. I'm really excited to make more of these and get ready for the next Madden Mobile season, but that is a little bit away. But if you, like I said, if you have any video ideas, have any other ideas for a wish list video, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, that's just about it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm the Goose TV, and I'm out. I'll see you guys later.